Hey everybody, this is a 10-minute core workout from the floor. We're going to be seated and lying on our backs on the floor today. This workout is wrist and knee friendly because we won't be putting any pressure on those joints. Come on down to the floor and let's go. So I'm going to take a moment here to lie right down. No rush getting there. And shout out to my client Joanna for the recommendation for this video, because it's going to be a good one. Once you get settled on the floor, take a moment to let your low back relax into the mat. I always like to take a couple hip windshield wipers here. Really important, both for our bodies and our nervous system, that we just take a moment to land before we start doing some hard work. Really nice, especially if you deal with any low back sensitivities. Just taking a moment to land here. If your low back is feeling weird at all, sometimes it helps just to lift and lower that tailbone and resettle. All right, we got a couple different core exercises coming your way. Before we go, we're all gonna think about engaging through our core. That's fancy term for actively bracing, creating some tension through our center, like you're trying not to fall over or sneeze if you're me and you're dealing with your allergies. Okay, once we have that brace sensation, low back pressed into the mat, we're going to start keeping these bent. One leg comes up towards your chest, and then we switch to the other side. We're going to spend about 40 seconds in each exercise with time to rest in between. And I'm going to give you some options to make this more or less intense. From here, if this is feeling like a lot, you take as long as you like with feet planted in the floor before we go to the next one. You get to choose your pace. If this is no problem for you, if you're feeling really comfy here, maybe we start to hover the feet instead of keeping them both planted on the floor. Really good. We're going to finish up here in 2 and 1. Between all our exercises, you can take any movements you like. Always come back to those hip windshield wipers or just give it a wiggle. Anything that feels good to you. We're going to come up to a seat. Take some time to adjust when you get there. Hey, guess what? Fitness clothes, workout clothes, any clothes, they move on your body when we move, okay? That is normal. We're going to come to a seat, heels planted on the floor. You might be working on sitting still right here. Taking some big breaths. If it's comfy for you, or for a little more challenge, we can add a light object or a heavy object to make it more challenging out in front of you. Good. We're all thinking about keeping that spine nice and neutral here as best we can. Core is locked on. Especially anytime we're doing an isometric hold like this where we're holding still. When you're done, you can take a moment to shake it out. You don't have to hold it for this full 40 seconds. You can always rest before that. Okay, take a second to let that go. Wiggle it out, live a little forward fold moment here. And then from this similar position, we're going to find a twist here. So again, maybe a light object like I have a yoga block, heavier dumbbell if you are a little more advanced, or just put those hands out in front of you. Core is on to help us. We're going to twist through to one side. Hi. Twist through to the other side. Like we're rowing a boat. I wish I was on a boat right now. I always joke I wish I was on the boat, but I don't want to be rowing the boat. I want to have a drink. Finding that rotation, taking breaks as you need. Awesome. We're going to finish up here in 2 and finish up your last twist. Beautiful. We're going to lie right back down. No rush to get there. We got one more hold coming your way. This is the tabletop hold, a real favorite of many of my personal training clients because it's simple and effective. Low back pressed into the mat. One leg can come up, palm pressed into your thigh there. This is where we start. If it feels okay for you to have both legs here, trying to aim for that 90 degrees. Palms press into your thighs. You're creating tension. Palms pressing into thighs, thighs pressing back. Low back press into the floor. Big full breaths. Looks simple, but it is hard work. Good. Big smooth breaths. Can you think about core is on? Some people talk about knitting the ribs to the hips. I don't knit, but if that works for you, think about that. And then we're gonna let this go in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, shake it out. Yay! Nice work here, everybody. Take a second to breathe. And then we're gonna do that all one more time. Back to our legs marching one at a time. Here we go. Good, so remember your options. You can keep this more chill pace. You don't have to lift quite as high to make it less intense. Or maybe we're here hovering. No option is better than another option. What you're looking for is something that feels challenging for you. At the end of this set, we should feel like it's more challenging than when we first started. We'll go for 2 and 1. Awesome, shake that out. Coming back up to our seated hold. If last time you were in the seated hold, for whatever reason, didn't feel awesome in your back, was causing you pain or anything like that, you can do the tabletop hold here instead. Okay, let's go. Training in this way is really good for our core because we spend a lot of time having to support ourselves while we sit upright in life. But if your back is not ready for that today or any day, use the support of the floor as you need. Good. Maybe you can lean back just a little bit further for these last few seconds. I got the jellos, the shakes. Good. Let that go. Give yourself a moment. We're going to come back to our twists. Here we go. As you practice this routine, you might like to add more weight on this. You might find you can move a little bit further or faster in your twist. Awesome. We're going for 2 and 1. Last move already. Coming back to our tabletop. If you need any shakes, a little stretch for those hips especially, take them. And then let's do it our last move. Here we go. Good. If you were working on one leg at a time here, go for the other leg this round, or you can take some time switching between each side. Good. Pressing that low back into the mat. Core is really on here. Think some happy thoughts because you're almost done this core workout. We've got 3, 2, 1, and let it go. Just gonna take a moment here to stretch it all the way out. Beautiful. Awesome job in your core workout from the floor. If you have any questions about form, core training, anything at all, put them down in the comments below. If you liked this video, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what other videos you want to see, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!